let me tell y'all what I know. It does not matter where you come from. It does not matter where you start off in life. You can make it. You can go to places that you just don't even think are possible. And it doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter where you start. Let me tell you about one of my clients. I have a client for my company, Reality Check Publishing. I am editing and I'm going to publish his book, right? His name is Marcus Moore. He came from rough, and I mean very, very rough beginning. I am reading this man's story, okay? And he came from some beginnings that a lot of people would not have even made it out of. A lot of people didn't make it out of. I will put it like that. So it doesn't matter where you start. It doesn't matter where you come from. I can't tell his story because that's for him to tell in his book. But what I'm telling y'all is that this man has built up an entire life for himself. He has his own company, Marcus Moore Heating and Cooling, HVAC, or it's Mr. Moore. I'll put the link to his Facebook page in the description below, and I'll put his information in the description below. So if you need that type of service, if you're needing service for your heater or your cooling system, he's the man, okay? But I'm telling y'all, he came from some very humble beginnings, and now he has his own company. So when I'm on this channel talking to y'all about breaking outside of the box that has you stuck in life, he came from a box that wasn't good. He came from this society where it was normal for people to, get killed, or for there to be crime, all the time, that type of thing. And I want to drive this point home that it doesn't matter what box has you stuck in life. You can break out of it. I was in this box most of my life where I was just people pleasing, doing what people told me I should do or what I was supposed to do. And so I spent most of my life like people pleasing instead of really tapping into who God created me to be. And that's why as parents it's so important for us to pay attention to our children and what really interests them, and not put them in a box that we think because of our upbringing, because of how we were raised. We don't want to put them in a box that we think, oh, they should be doing this. Forget all that. We have to start paying attention to ourselves, our children, what God has truly created us to be and become, right? So back to the point I'm making about how it doesn't matter where you come from. I want y'all to get this in your spirit, okay? If you are feeling stuck in life, if you're feeling stuck in life, if you feel like there's more, I feel stuck, you're in a box that you don't fit in and that doesn't fit you, it is never too late to begin a new journey, to begin to do something different. It's never too late. As I stated before, my client came from very humble beginnings. Seriously, y'all, I can't wait for y'all to read this book. Once I'm done editing and getting it published, I'm gonna put it back out. I'm gonna put it out there for y'all. If you're someone who just feels like there is more in life, you want to do something different, listen. Let me tell you a secret. You ain't got to stay where you are. You're not stuck. The only reason that we think we're stuck is because we aren't doing anything different. It's the story we're telling ourselves in our mind. I can't get out of this. I can't do anything different. I'm too old. I'm too this. I'm too that. I came from this. I came from that. It doesn't even matter. Please hear me. If you can get this and just hold on to this, I told y'all I will give you a scripture, but it's going to be in my own words, okay? So it's the way God gives me the scripture, okay? So for us, for you, something may seem impossible. it may seem like there's no way in the world this can happen for me. There's no way in the world I could do this. There's no way in the world I can build this business. There's no way in the world I could ever leave this job. No way. Like, what I'm going to do? For us humans, it's impossible. But for God, nothing is impossible. And when you really truly get that, then you'll know that it is not by your own power that anything even happens or, is created in your life that grows into something great. It's not even by your own power, but it's by the power that God has instilled in you. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter where you start. Your beginning is not indicative of your ending. Where you start does not determine where you will end up. What determines where you will end up is how you see yourself. How do you see yourself? What do you believe? Do you believe that it's possible for you? Do you believe that God is real and that it can really make something happen in your life? Do you believe that if you just have faith the size of a mustard seed, that it can grow into something mighty? Your dream, your hopes, your desires, that they can grow into something mighty? Here's the trick. Here's the trick of the enemy, the inner me, the inner enemy, is that inner enemy wants you to feel. It wants you to feel like, hopeless. Let me use just plain old English. That inner enemy wants you to feel hopeless. It wants you to look at everything all at once. Like, oh my God, I got to do this and that. And instead of just beginning to take the first step. All you had to do is take the first step, boo. Okay? Take the first step. Write out your plan. Okay? Write out your plan and make it plain. That's in the word too. It's in Habakkuk. I can't never say that book. Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, I believe. Like I told y'all, I don't know scriptures like their exact location like that. I'm not a Bible scholar, but I do know that word, okay? Write out your plan and make it plain, okay? And if it seems like as you're going along your path, nothing is happening, don't even worry about it. Because what you wrote out, as long as you keep going, it has to come to pass. I started Reality Check Publishing in 2019. I've published 3 books. I made a video like 2 videos ago, and I put the books up that I've published. I published 3 books so far, and now I'm working on my 4th, but I planted this seed back in 2019, and now it's growing, okay? Now it's growing. Here is Mr. Marcus. Mr. Marcus Moore, this is he and I in a picture. And I am going to promote his business because this is what we need to be doing anyway, is helping one another, okay? We need to be helping one another grow. We need to network, and help one another grow. Don't be a gatekeeper. Don't be a hater. It doesn't matter where you start from. If you believe in you, if you believe in that dream, if you believe and you have that desire and you begin to take the first step, it will grow. Whatever it is that you're trying to do, it will happen. But you have to keep going. You have to keep going. Don't worry about what it looks like, because when you first plant a seed, you can't see it. It's in the dirt. When you first start something, when you first begin a new journey, begin a new path in life, whatever it may look like, when you first begin, you don't see the end result because it's at the end. It's further on down the road. But if you just keep going, don't create your own, like, it's gonna happen in 3 days or 30 days. It's okay to make a plan and say, I want to be here in 30 days, or I want to be there in 60 days. But also understand that plans can change. Your plan is simply a blueprint for you to get to where you're trying to go. It doesn't mean everything's going to happen perfectly in the time period that you, in your mind, feel like it should happen. That's not what it means. Your plan is a blueprint. And when they're building the building, they're using the blueprint. I guarantee you there are times during the building phase and building process that they have to change some things up. Like, oh, well, we're going to have to do this instead of this. It's the exact same thing with anything that you do in life. You know, that is life. So it doesn't matter where you begin. It doesn't matter where you start in life. It doesn't matter. Okay? All that matters is where you're going and where you're going to end up. And where you're going to end up is going to be great. It's going to be greater than what you could have ever imagined. You just have to keep going. This is what I know. Okay? Y'all have a blessed day. I will see you in the next video. Love y'all. Bye.